who are you and what is it that you make?
So at Vaughn Duffy, we make Pinot Noir, Rosé, Sauvignon Blanc. Those are kind of our core three wines that we've made for, almost 10 years now. 10 years of Pinot Noir and Rosé, and about 6 or 7 years of Sauvignon Blanc. And then, as curious winemakers and wine drinkers, we've definitely branched out into other varieties, in the past and, in recent years as well. So we've begun making a red blend that's kind of a old school California style red blend of Carignan, Zinfandel, Charbonneau, and that has been a wine that we call Old River Red, a fun wine to make. And then, we've bottled the single variety iterations of those three grapes, Zin, Carignan, Charbonneau. So that's a wine we're looking forward to playing with and kind of riffing on and expanding on in the years to come. We've made a little Chardonnay as well. So we're just, we're a couple kids, I guess, not kids anymore since we have two kids, a husband and wife team, Vaughn Duffy, just living in Sonoma County and, connecting with grape growers that we've come to know over the years, and, usually buying a couple tons from this vineyard, a few tons from that vineyard, things that kind of intrigue us and get our interest to make the kinds of wines that we love to drink and share with our friends and family. So
You didn't say who you
that's
were.
kind of what we're doing right now. I'm Matt Duffy.
There we go. There it is. Matt Duffy.
Yeah. We're Vaughn Duffy.
You are Vaughn Duffy. Yes.
Vaughn is Sarah Vaughn. She is my wife and co-owner of Vaughn Duffy Wines. And we started Vaughn Duffy in 2009. So yeah, we're based in Santa Rosa. We make our wine at a crush facility in Santa Rosa, purchasing grapes from 6 or 7 different vineyards in a given year.
So why should people care about Vaughn Duffy versus some other wine? What makes you different?
We put a lot of effort and passion into every barrel of wine that we make. Our production is so small, about 1,500 cases a year, that we really kind of obsess over, each and every vineyard, each and every barrel, to make the best, really the best wine possible from that site in a given year. So we really just try to deliver, amazing wine, a lot of attention, and the best representation from that vineyard in that year is our goal with every wine that we make.
Do you have a favorite part in the process, in the winemaking, deal?
A favorite part of the process is harvest, for sure. That's what I live for each and every year, to really get to know the vineyards that we're working with that year, and be out in the vineyard as harvest is approaching, and deciding when to pick and when the grapes come into the winery and it's time to make the wine. We get a really small window each year to do what it is we do and to get it right. And every year is different. Every year has its own challenges. You know, this year being one of those. And, you know, I look forward to those challenges and seeing what Mother Nature throws at us and, you know, what that vineyard is going to do each year. So, yeah, harvest for sure is why I do this each year. I love it more and more every year. You know, being in the winery when fermentations are going, tasting juice and new wine, and trying to, you know, make decisions that influence the quality of the wine and shepherd the wine along to what it's going to be for sure. You know, harvest is the time that makes everything, you know, all the stuff that you have to deal with in order to make wine, you know, worth it. Yesterday, I kind of had an epiphany that we hadn't been filing our quarterly tax reports with the TTB for about the last year and a half. Kind of a bonehead move on my part. So I spent all of yesterday dealing with that at home, which was a perfect day, you know, smoky, can't go outside. It's not like I was missing out on much outside, but, you know, banging my head against the wall to get all that stuff done. And it's totally worth it, you know, to be able to come back today to the winery and get ready to harvest some Chardonnay tomorrow and check on, you know, the other ferments that we have going on. You know, it's worth all the tribulations to get to do what we get to do at harvest time.
So shifting gears a little bit, what is the most surprising thing, and hopefully in a positive way, that you have learned from this shelter-in-place experience?
Positive thing of the shelter-in-place experience, I would say, it's just really been it slowing down in our day-to-day life, and getting to really spend more time with my family, with neighbors, you know, with a couple close friends from a distance, and just really, you know, just kind of not participating in, you know, a lot of sort of rat race sort of mindset and activity, and just, you know, having just nice meals at home sometimes, and really putting a huge dent in my wine cellar during shelter in place, because you know, wine, I think, has been an essential part of being at home and homeschooling, and really just able to take a breath at the end of a stressful day where you've been trying to work and homeschool your third grader and entertain your 3-year-old, and not freak out about, you know, not selling as much wine or seeing as many friends and things like that. It's just been my favorite part. And being able to play a little golf as well, that's been nice. That's kind of the one thing that I've been able to do, and kind of share with my son as well. He's been getting into it. So things like that, just, you know, we are around each other a lot, but we need to kind of see the opportunity in that, because when we do get back out there in the world and we're all grinding and on the road and, you know, out and about, I think we'll kind of look back at the fond moments of this time. So yeah, that's been
So
my.
I feel like you answered one of my other questions about hobbies. So I was going to ask you what if there's been a hobby that has helped you, but it sounds like golf it could be that answer.
Golf has definitely been that answer for me. I've been a lifelong golfer, and as you know, getting to play a couple rounds with Joe this year has been great, and kind of just be able to have a place to go to that's outside where you can kind of forget about everything is kind of the point of playing golf in normal times, and especially this year. I did get to check a huge bucket list thing off my bucket list item this year. I did get to play Pebble Beach Golf Course for the first time, which has been a lifelong dream of mine, and so that was definitely the highlight for Matt Duffy for 2020 and maybe beyond. So yeah.
Do you have anything you've been listening to music-wise, more than not, like favorite soundtrack type thing?
I let Spotify decide what I'm into a lot of the days, but the music has definitely been on. Just going back to a lot of classic rock. I'm a boy from Modesto, California, who grew up with two hippie parents, who was woken up, on the weekends when he was trying to sleep in to his dad cranking Neil Young and Crazy Horse on the record player. So there's been a bit of that, just kind of diving back into sort of like my comfort songs, I guess. A lot of Grateful Dead, to really just sort of get the frame of mind, back to, earlier times.
I don't think you're alone there.
There's comfort food, and I guess music as well. So.
Yeah. Do you have a desert island drink? This is the final question, and I'll let you get back to it.
I do. I've been drinking this on my desert island quite a bit, and since it is harvest time, and the saying, it takes a lot of beer to make wine. My good friends down at Moonlight Brewery, just down the street from the facility, we're very lucky to share the business park with Moonlight. The Reality Check Pilsner has been my go-to beverage over the last several months. Clean, crisp, delicious. The greatest Pilsner, I think, that you can find in Northern California, if not the whole planet.
Wow, that's strong. I'm definitely gonna have to try one of those. Well, I really appreciate it, Matt Duffy. I know it's a crazy time of year to be doing anything other than dealing with harvest shenanigans. So thank you for squeezing us in, and hopefully I'll see you in real live person at some point in the not too distant future.
That would be a dream, Elizabeth. I would love that. I can't wait till we can all get together with our Springboard family again. Been missing you guys for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. All right, well, we'll talk soon.
All right.
Thanks, Matt.